The weight of a feather. Maria had always believed that success was measured in pounds. Pounds of pressure, pounds of responsibility, pounds of achievement stacked high on her shoulders. At 35, she carried the weight of a corner office, a six-figure salary, and the respect of colleagues who whispered about her meteoric rise. But on a Tuesday morning in October, as she rushed through Central Park to catch a taxi, a single pigeon feather drifted down and landed on her briefcase. She paused, inexplicably captivated by its lightness as it clung to the leather despite the autumn wind. "You're blocking the path," grumbled a jogger as he swerved around her. Maria looked up to see dozens of people flowing past, some jogging, others walking dogs, a few sitting on benches feeding pigeons. An elderly man on a nearby bench caught her eye and smiled, his weathered hands gentle as a pigeon perched on his palm. "Beautiful morning," he called out. Maria glanced at her watch. She was already late for a meeting that would determine the next quarter's budget. The feather fluttered, threatening to blow away. Instead of continuing to her taxi, she found herself walking toward the bench. "I've never noticed how peaceful this is," she said, settling beside the stranger. "Most people don't," he replied. "I'm Harold. Been coming here every morning for 20 years, since I retired. Used to rush through this park just like you, never seeing any of it." They sat in comfortable silence as pigeons cooed around them. Maria watched Harold's patient movements, the way he seemed to exist fully in each moment rather than racing toward the next one. "What did you do before?" she asked. "Investment banking, made millions, lost my family, gained an ulcer." He chuckled, but his eyes held old sadness. "Thought I was building something important. Turns out I was just building walls." Maria's phone buzzed insistently. The meeting, the presentation, the quarterly projections that suddenly seemed as insubstantial as the feather now dancing on the breeze between them. "The secret," Harold said, as if reading her thoughts, "isn't about carrying less. It's about understanding that the heaviest burdens we bear are often the ones we choose to pick up. And sometimes the most important thing you can do is simply sit still long enough to remember what actually matters." Maria closed her eyes and felt something she hadn't experienced in years, the simple pleasure of breathing without purpose, of existing without agenda. When she opened them, the feather was gone, but its lesson remained. She called in sick to work that day. It was the first honest thing she'd done in months. Sometimes the biggest lessons come in the smallest packages, teaching us that strength isn't always about what we can carry, but about knowing when to set something down.